Welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn about Portfolio Visualizer's forecasted efficient frontier. This is one of a series of efficient frontiers available in Portfolio Visualizer, but we're actually going to be looking at user-supplied forecasts of expected returns. This tool is going to use mean variance optimization and those returns that we put in, combined with historical asset class volatility and correlations in order to calculate efficient frontiers. Let's take a look, shall we? This is going to look very much like the historical efficient frontiers, except we're just going to put in the asset classes. We can put in an allocation, a minimum weight, maximum weight, but we definitely need to include the expected return. I'm going to take a look at 4 asset classes: the U.S. stock market, of which I'm going to give an allocation of 60% and an expected return of 8%. I'm going to look at bonds, so the total bond market, with an allocation of 30% and an expected return of only 2. I don't think bonds are going to perform very well this year. I'm going to take a look at the alternative asset class of real estate with an allocation of 10% and an expected return of 7. And finally, I am interested in European stocks. I'm not going to start off with an allocation there, but I am going to give them an expected return of 12%. I'm pretty bullish on European stocks, so I want to see what that's going to do in terms of my efficient frontier. Now let's hit view. We will first of all be shown pie charts in terms of the asset allocation that I put in, as well as the tangency portfolio. And the tangency portfolio has 80% bonds and 20% European stocks. But even that only gives me an expected return of 4%, while my portfolio gives me an expected return of 6%. Neither of which are really what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for more like 8%. So let's go take a look at the efficient frontier to learn a little bit more about what's going on here. As you can see, my provided portfolio is below the efficient frontier, which means I need to make some kind of asset allocation adjustment. The tangency portfolio is too far down here in terms of its asset allocation. Too many bonds in order to give me the expected return I'm looking for, and European stocks way up here with a great return that I expect, but really a lot of volatility. So I want to limit what percentage of European stocks that I have. I can go over here to volatility and correlations and sort of take a look at what's going on here as well. If you want to get historical returns as well as historical volatility and Sharpe ratio, you're going to need to do the same asset classes in Portfolio Visualizer's historical efficient frontier or Portfolio Visualizer's mean variance optimizer. Again, since we're doing forward-looking forecasted returns, we don't have those returns data here. European stocks are pretty highly correlated with the U.S. stock market, but really not very correlated at all with the total bond market, and pretty good diversification with REITs as well. So I think I'm going to look at the results again, but add some allocation to my European stocks. So I'm just going to run this one more time. I'm going to take 10% off of U.S. stocks. I'm going to take 10% off of bonds, and I'm going to add 20% to European stocks and see how that fares. Let's go straight away to the efficient frontier. And when I look at my provided portfolio, I'm pretty close to my 8% return that I'm looking for. I've got 7.5%. But I am still not on the efficient frontier, so probably in my ultimate portfolio I'm going to add a little bit more European stocks, maybe take a little bit of bonds out, maybe take a little bit of real estate out. I'm looking at real estate way over here with the low return and the high standard deviation. And again, ultimately you're going to make some adjustments based on your analysis as well as your forecast. One quick reminder, if you're satisfied with this portfolio, make sure you save it so you can use it in other places in Portfolio Visualizer. If I save my portfolio and then want to look at how this portfolio performed historically, I can do that very easily just by pulling it up. I hope you enjoy using Forecasted Efficient Frontier, and have a great day.